Hi everyone, welcome to Nana's Tiny Kitchen. It's Sunday today in my house, so I always usually do pizza, and I got sauce and meatballs going on in the background. But today I want to do pizza a little bit different. Instead of using my pizza peel, I'm going to use a pan. A lot of you at home have pizza pans. So I'm going to do a stuffed crust pan pizza. Okay, I got all my ingredients here. This is my dough. I pulled it out of the refrigerator a couple of hours ago and kept it in its container because I wanted to get to room temperature. And if you saw my other videos, you know that the best way to get it nice and so it's easily stretched is if you proof it in your fridge for at least 24 to 48 hours. This happens to be 48 hours with this one. And underneath, I put a little bit of the white cornmeal and some flour, and I'm going to get it stretched out, and then I'm going to place it in the pan. So this should be like really, really easy to stretch. And I go around circles with this one. And it's going to be, the crust is going to be stuffed with mozzarella, which I've been doing for a really long time. Way before Pizza Hut was doing it. See how easy this stretches? I mean, I'm hardly even had to do anything. I could lift it up and spin it a little bit, but I don't want to be too fancy. Basically, I just want it a little bit wider than the pan, and I want to leave a little bit of a pinch on the edge because those ends are going to get folded over. When I feel like it's thin enough, I'm just very gently. Don't want to work the dough too much. Look how easy that stretched out. Fantastic. I'm going to go off camera for a second so I can grab my pan. Tiny kitchen. Okay. This pan is about 15 inches around, but the actual surface of making the pizza, what the pizza would be, is a little under 14 inches. So we want that edge. See how this is like flopped over? We want that. Come on, you. Get over there. Oop, you're a little thick on this side. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're going to get you folded over. Now, I took a brick of mozzarella and I cut some slices long ways, nice and thick. And what I'm going to do is push it in and pull it over. And I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to seal it. And there's a little trick to get it to seal so it doesn't open up when it's cooking. Sometimes it does, but this is a better way to do it so you can guarantee that it won't really open up. My mom actually gave me this pizza pan, and as much as I love using my pizza stone and my peel and pretending that I'm a real pizzeria, every once in a while I like to do this. It's just easier to do it on the pan when you're doing the stuffed crust. All the way around. Oh, I can smell my sauce in the background with the meatballs in it. I did a meatball and sweet sausage. Meatball and sweet sausage. A beef and sweet sausage meatball. It's probably going to be gross. Not really. All right, now that we got it all the way around, look, I had all this up extra. Now I'm going to take a little bit of water and dip my fingers and kind of give it a seal all the way around. It just helps. Not to say that it won't open up, because it might still, but this is a better chance that it won't. Go all the way around. I can see a few spots. All right, here we go. Get in there. Okay. You can actually see where it's starting to come up and it won't grab. Just do the best you can to get it to stay down all the way around. Stay down. Now, I didn't bring my ladle over here. Let me go grab a ladle so I can do the sauce. And the sauce was very, very simple. It's just oregano, garlic, salt, a little bit of sugar, and olive oil. That's all. And I like to use the ladle because then you can use the bottom to spread out the sauce. Whoop. Go over here. And I can see this one over here is going to be a little stubborn. You don't want to stay sealed, do you? Anywho, I got my mozzarella that I ground up. At this point, I would be putting my toppings, but I don't know. I just felt like having just a regular cheese pizza. I would be putting my pepperoni or my meatballs because I always like to put them underneath the mozzarella. I'm going to go all the way around. Make sure it's spread nice and evenly all the way to the edge. Even though the crust is stuffed with mozzarella. I'll put a little extra cheese, what the heck. Whoop. Okay. Now, this is where I make it a little bit interesting. Let me grab my little paintbrush. Now in this little container, I have olive oil, I have salt, I have pepper, I have oregano, I have red pepper flake, and I also have some cheese, like Parmesan cheese. I actually use the Romano cheese. But this, I'm going to go all the way around the pie. I'm just going to brush the crust. You're not leaving the crust of this pizza on the plate. You got all that delicious cheese. Can never have too much cheese. My oven's been heating at 425 degrees, and I'm going to put it on the bottom. I got to fix this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Something with my camera light thingy went. So here you go. I'm just going to show you. This is going to go in the oven, and I'm going to do 7 minutes, and then I'm going to take it a little ways out, turn it, and put it back in for another 7 minutes. It should be about 15 minutes. and then we'll show you. So it's been about 7 minutes, and now I'm going to check it and give it a turn. I need a few of these, but not wet ones because I'll burn my hand. Where's my other thingies? Oh, here's my sauce cooking. All right, I'm gonna have to pull this out. And I don't know if you can see. Oh, yes, you can see it. Give it a turn. Because it's an electric stove. And if you ever seen where the elements are on the bottom, they kind of go like this. So you want to have the bottom cook evenly and not just crispy on one side. So I'm going to set it for another 7 minutes. Total, it should be about 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'll give my sauce a stir. Oh, wow, that smells really good. This is tomorrow's supper. Okay. Timer's going off right now. So that was a total of 14 minutes. And like I said, after 7 minutes, I actually pulled it out a little bit and gave it a turn so it'll get nice and evenly cooked on the bottom. It's 425 way on the bottom rack. Sometimes people do it at 450, but I know my oven, and if I turn it up any higher than that, it's going to burn before it cooks the pizza well. So let's check this pizza. And I purposely turned it so the handle is facing me. Woo! Hot. Pull this out a little bit so we can show you. And it looks like it needs another couple of minutes. So I'm going to go a little, I'm going to do a half turn. Push it in. I want that cheese to be nice and melted on the top. So I'm going to set it for another 4 minutes. But just keep an eye on it when it gets to this point, because then you'll know, how your oven does with the timing, because everybody's oven is different. Okay. Timer's going off. Let's take a peek. Whoa. Oh, come on, beautiful. Yes. Oh, look at this. Gorgeous. Look at how the crust just puffed up on the sides, and hopefully it didn't open up too much. I could see a little bit it opened here. You can tell because the difference of the color of the mozzarella, when it pops open the crust, it'll be a lighter color on the edge. But pretty much it stayed sealed. Nice. And the crust that I basted in the olive oil and garlic, oregano, some Parmesan cheese, and a little salt. And I put red pepper flakes because I have an obsession with red pepper flakes. So, okay, I'm going to let this cool off a few minutes, and then I'm going to cut a slice, and I'll show you. Okay, pizza's out. I let it cool off a little bit because I don't want to slice into it too soon, because then everything goes in the middle, and then whatever slices next to it gets mushy on the bottom. So I want to try to let it set. So here I go. I'm going to cut into it. I put it on my wooden pizza peel because it'll be easier for me to cut when it's not in the pan. And I can already feel when I'm cutting through it that the bottom is going to be nice and crispy. Oh. No, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. And I'm going to turn this. Whoop. Hey, stay on there. We don't want accidents. I'm going to go this way. Move over plate. Go right up the middle. Now, they're not going to be very big slices, but they're going to be really tasty slices. Let's not fool ourselves. We got some tiny ones. I'm sure my granddaughter will be all over this. Okay. I just want to do just a little taste test here, because I have to shut this off. Oh no, I did shut it off. Oh my God, really? Now I can't decide whether I want to make some pasta or I want to eat this pizza. All right, calm down. One thing at a time. Ooh. Ooh. A little hot. There you go. Delicious. See how thick and nice and crusty it is? And the bottom, perfectly cooked. That's going to go on a dish. And it holds itself. It's not going, I hate when I pick up a slice of pizza and it goes, that's no good. I want it nice and crispy on the bottom. And what helps with that is not only the pan itself and the fact that it's down really low, but as I'm stretching it out, I put that white corn meal on the bottom mixed in with the flour, and that kind of gets ingrained in the bottom of the pizza, and that's what gives it a nice extra crunch. Okay, everyone, I hope you really enjoy this pizza. I know I'm going to enjoy this particular pizza, but let me know if you make it. Let me know if you do anything different. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, ciao, mangia.